and Tzu, trainer of champion gamecocks and virtuoso of patience. We also meet philosophers and fools. Lao-tzu, who has an intimate chat with a skull. Hui-tzu, the epitome of logic and propriety, Chuang-tzu's friend and rival, straight man and foil. The ludicrous Marquis of Lu, who shows that the golden rule can be mere projected egotism. And Master Yu, who, even when afflicted with a grotesque deformity, never loses his cheerfulness and sense of gratitude. Finally, there is Chuang-tzu himself. We meet him in a few delectable stories and dialogues as he wakes up, maybe, from the dream of a butterfly, refuses the post of prime minister, celebrates the death of his beloved wife, or discusses the usefulness of the useless and the happiness of fish. Chuang-tzu has been called a mystical anarchist, and it's true that his words sometimes have a contrarian flavor that seems to put them at odds with Lao-tzu's concern for enlightened government. Given the least semblance of control, Chuang-tzu offers a whole world of irreverence and subversion. But if you look more closely, you'll see that he is neither a mystic nor an anarchist. He's simply someone who doesn't linger in any mental construct about reality. Someone who lives as effortless action and peace of heart because he has freed himself from his own beliefs. What he subverts is conventional thinking, with its hierarchies of judgment, its fors and againsts, betters and worses, insides and outsides, and its delusion that life is random, unfair, and somehow not good enough. Learn how to govern your own mind, Chuang-tzu says, and the universe will govern itself. In this, he is in wholehearted agreement with Lao-tzu and with the meticulous Tzu-ssu, for whom attention to the innermost self is the direct path to a just society. One of the qualities I most treasure in Chuang-tzu is his sense of the spontaneous, the uncapturable. This makes it easy to follow in his footsteps. Since there are no footsteps, all you can follow is what he himself followed, the Tao. He had confidence that in being true to his own insight, he was being true to his teacher, Lao-tzu. There was nothing to say, and no way to say it, yet it had to be said. As a Zen poet descendant of his wrote more than 1,000 years later, "The moon floats above the pine trees as you sit on the veranda in the cool evening air. Your fingertips move lightly along the flute. The melody is so lovely that it makes the listeners weep. But wisdom's flute has no holes, and its ancient, clear music is beyond emotion. Don't even try to play it unless you can make the great sound of Lao-tzu." What could be more useless than a flute with no holes? Yet, if you understand, you put it to your lips, and the ancient, clear music happens by itself. Had Chuang-tzu believed that there was anything to live up to, he would have been too intimidated even to try. There was nothing to live up to. There was only a passion for the genuine, a fascination with words, and a constant awareness that the ancient masters are alive and well in the mind that doesn't know a thing. The second book of the Tao. 1. What is bestowed on us at birth is called human nature. The fulfillment of human nature is called the Tao. The cultivation of the Tao is the deepest form of learning. The Tao is the way things are, which you can't depart from, even for one instant. If you could depart from it, it wouldn't be the Tao. Therefore, the Master looks into her own heart and respects what is unseen and unheard. Nothing is more manifest than the hidden. Nothing is more obvious than the unseen.